I'm about to tell you the craziest Ronnie Coleman story there is. But first, I want to do a little prequel to that story. It's 2012. I'm 25 years old, training for the 2012 Mr. Canada, where I want to win my pro card. Everything's going well. I'm training with John Meadows. It's the first prep. I got everything nailed down to the T. I'm doing well. And then a month prior to the prep, like 1 month out, the girl I was dating at the time just pieces out with the car, goes to Boston, tells me that she has now a new boyfriend out of the blue. It's like everything's going fine, and then now she's gone and she has a new boyfriend. And the thing is, I'm living with her and her parents, right? So she would come back, the boyfriend would call on the phone, can I speak to blah blah blah, and I would have to like just give her the freaking phone, like, and that was like 4 weeks out. So I was like, you know what? I gotta keep my shit together. I gotta train. She gotta get up and train. And her parents like understood, like they were kind of like felt bad for me, right? So they told me I could stay here just to get my stuff right and do the show. And then, I moved out, obviously. But it was just crazy. So I'm going through that, like fighting and stuff. But you know what? I went to the show. I didn't miss a meal. Didn't miss 1 minute of cardio. Did not miss a training. Did not miss one capsule, one tab of supplement, 1 gram of powder. Go to the show, triumphant. Won the overall. And that year, the overall, the middleweight was Dura. The light heavy was Greg Doucette. And the heavyweight was Zane Watson. That was the overall. We all ended up doing really good careers for ourselves. But so I won. Super proud of myself because I, overcame this crazy relationship situation here, the breakup, and I was really heartbroken. And then this made me feel really good. Of course, Mike Johnson gave me the trophy, beat me the year before. So the whole story was like I felt like I was the man, right? Really proud of myself. Then I have a photo shoot 3 days later. Where? Metroflex, Arlington, Texas, with Per Bernal for muscular development. I think on the first day, I step into the gym, and then the owner of the gym, Brian Dobson, tells me, hey, Ronnie's here. If you want to go say hi, he's training in the back. Then he told me, yeah, he had a neck surgery 4 weeks ago. I said, okay, he's training already. So I walked towards the gym, and then the gym, empty. Not one person was in the gym. And you know about Metroflex in Arlington, Texas. No AC. It was 100 degrees in there. It was crazy. I was already sweating after the first few minutes. So nobody's there. Sweating bullets. Walk towards Ronnie Coleman. And then he's there. By himself. On a hammer strength machine. With 5 plates on the machine. Roaring. Shkling, shkling, shkling. Like really intense. Then I look around. There's no cameras. There's nobody in the gym. He's by himself in the afternoon. And the thing is, back then, he was retired already. He was done competing. So he's a retired bodybuilder. He had a neck surgery 4 weeks prior. There was no cameras, nobody watching. And this guy is rowing 4 or 5 plates, 1 arm on the back machine, like it's nobody's business. And then I introduced myself. He said a couple jokes and stuff. I think he asked some stuff about the show and what I was doing here and just small talk, and I was like really happy. And then I'm walking away from the scene, right? Oh, wow, Ronnie Coleman. And then I realized, wait, he's training that hard with nobody watching, no cameras, nobody knows he's here, except maybe his wife at the time and me now. Neck surgery 4 weeks prior, retired from competitive bodybuilding, and he's training like that. And then it hit me. Realize that if that's him training now as a retired bodybuilder, just recovering from neck surgery 4 weeks before, holy shit. And the thing is, after seeing Ronnie train like that, I felt like I went through a breakup, did a show and won. I felt like I was like, wow, this guy is next level. How crazy must he have been when he was training for the Olympia title? How crazy was it when he got beat by Gunther Schlierkamp 2002 at a show of strength, and he came back from that? How hard he was training in that gym? Seeing how hard he was training now, retired 4 weeks post neck surgery, then it just blew my mind. I said, that's insane. I would have loved to see him train at that time. And I've actually met Ronnie Coleman in the last couple of years with Juji. We did a collab. We did back with him. I actually asked him like what he was doing after his Olympia and stuff. He would always take 2 months, like where he'd take it easy, kind of 2 months off, just to recover. And then after his 2 months of a little break, he would actually start his prep for the next Olympia. But I asked him, hey, that year that Gunter beat you, what'd you do after that year? He said, I took a flight home, and the next day I was training for the Olympia again. So he didn't take 2 months off that year. So you know what happened between 2002 and 2003? It's when he came back looking like another Ronnie. It's like the Ronnie that we saw on stage looked like he ate the old Ronnie. That sight of him training during that time must have been insane. Insane. So to me, that's like the craziest Ronnie Coleman story. You know, we heard about him deadlifting 800 pounds for a couple reps, squatting 900 pounds, whatever it is, right? These crazy workouts, the 200-pound dumbbells, the unbelievable DVD. That was like a staple when people of my era started training. We heard about these VHS and the DVDs, and I got it off, like, I think I bought it, or some of these Battle for the Olympias, those DVDs by Mitsuru Okabe. I bought some of them, but some of them I would just get them off LimeWire or as a torrent or whatever. But yeah, that to me is a crazy story. The sight of him training by himself just for the sake of training hard and pushing himself to its limits, because the guy was training with a broken neck. How crazy is that? So comment below, do you like that Ronnie Coleman story? Do you think it's freaking nuts? Because I think so. I'll tell some more stories in the future. Little change from the drama that's going on YouTube. That's a real positive story. That's very motivating to me. So I hope it motivated you a little bit to get your ass to the gym. Whatever excuse we could give ourselves to not train hard, that wasn't an excuse for Ronnie. Not for Ronnie Coleman, 8-time Mr. O. Comment below, subscribe. Thank you.